Fenway Park in Boston. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on,
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, Ranger Suarez. He's been one of the best starters in the AL this year, Singy.
Believe it, a Cy Young candidate in the American League, having a great season so far, but he knows he's got more work to do. I've heard his name floating out there as a candidate, but I think he's just going to focus on this one today and try to get a win for his team.
That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Fouled off left side.
The first pitch, just a tough pitch at the knees on the outside corner for a strike, and then he went in on the next one. So he's got to move the ball in and out from pitch to pitch, up and down, and just try to keep these guys looking all over the place and never lock into one area, because he just doesn't have the stuff to beat you that way.
Now it's going to be Christian Moore. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The 0-1. Out front, rip foul. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Roman Anthony getting ready to hit.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That one ripped left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the green monster. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first. Oh, he throws it away. He'll make it up to third, and I'm sure that'll be an error of the outfielder. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now batting in the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Here comes the throw. No outs, runner at first. So now Pete Alonso at the plate. Alonso, former second-round pick out of the University of Florida. Here comes the 0-1. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. Pete Alonso with a rocket. His 28th home run of the season, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And now here is Romy Gonzalez. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Shanuel takes it to the bag, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Carlos Narvaez, the next to hit. Foul ball. Narvaez went deep in his most recent game.
Slider. Middle outside.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Slider. Middle outside.
The 0-2. That's to third. Carter. Slings to first in time.
Batting six, third baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
2 outs, base is empty. Marcelo Meyer now at the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Circle change. Low middle. Curveball. Low outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one lifted to left. Lugo under it. And that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Angels baseball on the show, LA. And we're back here at Fenway Park. On now to the top half of inning number 2.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Thomas Carter, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now here is number 3. Swings through that one. 0-1.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
So in now for the Angels, Matthew Lugo. Swinging a foul straight back. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And there's a ball. Out towards right center field. Hellman makes his way towards it. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Angels leave 1. We head to the bottom of the second. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Hard one.
Circle change. Low middle.
And that one fouled off.
Circle change. Low inside.
Bounce to the right side. Shanuel takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Low inside.
No.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
To the right side. Moore throws to first.
Got him. That's an out.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Michael Hellman. Fastball for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and it hits off the monster. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Low inside.
So digging in, Roman Anthony to the right side. Moore. Play made, that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Fought off foul.
They're being just too aggressive at the plate right now. They clearly wanted to go for it early in this one, but it's mostly just resulted in swings and misses. Maybe it's time to slow things down just a little bit.
Swings through that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Curve in the dirt. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
You know, Brooke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Chop to the right side. Alonso. He'll do it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
The Angels, shortstop Zach Neto.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Zach Neto. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. Angels go ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Circle change. Low middle.
Ball
No,
one there.
that's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Slider. Middle inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Curveball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
In the air to left center under this one. And there's 2 down. Roman Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox. Right through there for a strike.
Circle change.
Gonzalez starting as the designated hitter, batting in the cleanup spot. And so far this year, he's slugging over 500. Swings through that.
Curveball. Low outside.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Nothing doing for Boston, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Fenway Park. So in now for the Angels, Christian Moore. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Here's Joe Adell. That one fouled off. And the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Moore leads off first with 1 away. Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Suarez
No,
checks
in
over
there,
to first,
safe.
and he's back. Carter stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Yo, 1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it bangs off the monster. Coming home. He'll score easily. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the runner holds. Man at second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Back inside Fenway Park. Still stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. And a base hit into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. First pitch swinging. Red Sox by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, left field. Lugo under it. And there's one down. Here's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela. He's 0 for 1.
Low
No.
middle. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's out to center field. Under it. 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Outside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. Back here in Boston. Well,
First base. 3. Out. Out. You're out. 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 3. 3. You're out. 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 Ball 4. Take your base. Out. You're out. 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 3. 3.
we go to the 9th. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And it's off the green monster. And the 9th inning starts with a double.
Up next.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there, coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
Inside, almost got him. This one in the air right field. But
Foul.
it's just foul. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So now the intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. First and second, 1 out. Eliezer Alfonso, the next to hit for the Angels.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Abreu coming on, and there's 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. Now here is Thomas Carter. On a line. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. Angels all set for the box.
Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Clips the corner. Strike 1.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Silson in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Sinker. Middle inside.
And down on strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished
Four-seam fastball.
right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Meyer now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Inside.
Swings and misses. Only one out left for the Red Sox. Now it's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela. 1 for 3.
Sweeper. Low outside.
They're down to their final strike.
Sweeper.
The Halos trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.